Well, good afternoon. This is Dewey Mosley coming to you with the Team Jireh Daily Trading Update for 13 December 2020. Before we get started here, let's go ahead and go over our disclosures and disclaimers. Always a reminder that trading and investing does involve significant risk, and that what I'm about to share with you is for information and educational purposes only. So let's go ahead and cut the tunes, and we will go ahead and take a look at how we've been doing over the last few days. I'm going to go ahead and cover a few days since we had a little bit of a break there, but let's go over and take a look at the markets. Okay, I hope everybody's having a good weekend so far. Let's cut this. All right, and switch out accounts. Okay, so if you remember, we have two basic strategies, at least what I'm showing for these updates. And we've been looking at the S&P 500. We've been using a strategy called a trampoline. If you want to know more about that, please show up at the live meetings. But generally speaking, our trampolines and rams have been doing fairly well. We took the first one off already. Good news, as you can see, this particular ram, the two light blue lines that you see here, we have reached the end of our box as of Friday. And as you can see, we closed outside of the range between the two bars. So that particular ram was a full winner. So we can go ahead and take that particular marking off the chart because we already put that in our account. So let's go ahead and remove that drawing. All right, and what's left here, well, since I'm talking about the rams, I might as well go ahead and focus on those first. You can see that there's one more ram, and as I zoom in, you can see these two bars. Now, this has until next Friday, but as you can see, we are still between the bars. Now, usually I go ahead and close those out a full week out. I took a look at the theta, and the decay over the weekend didn't look too bad, so I'm going to give it until Monday. But by Monday at close of trading, if the level of the S&P 500 is not outside of these bars, then I'm going to go ahead and close that one, and we will probably incur a loss on that. And I would suspect that it'd be about as much as we gained on the one that was profitable. So that might just be a wash, but we'll see. I'll give it one more day. As far as what else is remaining, we have two bullish trampolines right here. Again, we're just looking to stay above the bottom of the box until it gets to the end here. We tested a little bit here on this top box, but we're still hanging in there. So we're just going to keep riding this as long as we can. And of course, anytime we break the top of the box, we're employing a hedge to keep us out of trouble. This white box on the top is a bearish trampoline, meaning we want it to stay below the top here. So we're just going to ride this out. Perfect scenario is we can get to the end of these boxes without breaking the bottom or the top, but we'll just ride that out and use our hedges as necessary. So pretty satisfied with this and continue to improve upon this. I'll talk about it more in the live trading session, but just how you interact with your hedges. And then the manner in which you employ the trampoline portion. I'm continuing to work on that, and I made some great progress this weekend, so I look forward to talking about that. So that said, let's make our way over to the Euro futures. And I first want to look at this at the daily level. Of course, many of the directional strategies, of course, depend on the particular instrument actually going in a direction. So when we kind of squeezed down over the last few days, we did get, and I'm going to have to move this out of the way because I know that's hard to see. Hopefully we can get it to show back up. We did get some movement in here, but over the last, literally, if you look at the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 trading days, if you kind of look at the line you can draw here, you can draw a line through the last 7 trading days, and basically we've gone nowhere. And that makes it really tough for a directional strategy. So at this point, what you're looking for is you just want to know that you are not losing great amounts of money or taking great losses, right? when you're in this period, such that when it does move, you know those bigger moves make up for it. So don't expect a lot of gains here, but let's go ahead and jump in a little bit closer to see what actually took place. And I will try to turn the trades back on if it will do so. Okay, all right, that is not correct. So I'm not even gonna mess with it. It's doing something wrong with me here on the show trades. But let's go ahead and take a look at what took place. So basically, when you come down here to the 15-minute level, you can see that, you know, the market is showing its sideways movement. If you had been at the hour level and you were employing something like an accordion, I would say you'd probably be break even over the last 3 days if you caught every move. If you're doing something more like a mountain climber, which is what I'm employing, you might be at a slight loss, and that's just the nature of sideways movements. I'm going to try one more time to show you the trades and see if it'll calculate it correctly for me here. But it's showing something weird here over on the left. But as you can see, you know, just kind of will come down a little bit, bounce right back, come up, down, but this main line right in between is where we happen to be staying. So until we get a move, you can't really expect that these strategies will give you much gain. You're good if you're doing break even. So as you can see, I'm kind of poised right here for a long trade and right here for a short trade at my anchors. We'll see what happens at 1700. That's 5 p.m. for you civilian type folks. But we're actually kind of close here. So sometimes on the weekend, you'll see a little bit of a gap. So we'll just kind of see how the market opens and deal with it when it happens. And we'll also get a good look at what's going on here with this show trades. But with that is base. We're in the euro, maybe S&P 500. Here we go. When we come up to that, looking good. So you can kind of see the little bit of back and forth we had as we went through here. We did catch a little bit of a gain from here to here, but for the most part, it's been pretty flat. So we're looking forward to this week coming up, and look forward to seeing you in the trading rooms and the business training. And if you want to know more, just show up there. So thank you all for your time, and we'll see you on the next one.